Welcome to Special Services, Johnson County and surrounding schools. As a new employee, you will be required to complete 4 following forms, which can be found on our website. Click on the link that says Business and HR. The first form that you must complete is the Federal Withholding Form, FW4. Click on the link on the form in the list, then open the form as the box appears in the bottom left of your screen. If you choose to do so, you may complete a personal allowance worksheet and/or the deductions and adjustment worksheet provided in the form, but it is not necessary to do so. You may complete the form using the type and tab form provided, or print it out and print neatly. You will be required to submit a hard copy of the form to the HR office. There are explanations for the different terms used at the top of the page. The area below the black line that states you may separate the form you must complete. You do not need to separate the form unless you wish to maintain the worksheet portion for your records. Complete your name, social security number, and address in the boxes provided. You may claim any of the 3 options in the box you select on this form, but you must use actual allowances when filling out your federal tax return. Good tip: choosing single will withhold more taxes from your check than the married option. If your name on this form does not match the name on your Social Security card, check this box and apply for a new card as soon as possible. We may only pay you under the name as it appears on your Social Security card. In Box 5, you will list the legal number of dependents you will claim when you are filing your federal tax return, or less than that number if you choose. The more dependents you claim, the less taxes will be held from your check. Box 6 allows you to have an additional dollar amount deducted from each of your payroll checks. Enter that amount here. If you are going to be a substitute for special services, your wages may be too low to withhold federal tax according to the federal tax chart. You may want to select an amount for this box. In Box 7, you may claim exempt if you are absolutely sure you will be refunded all taxes paid for the year, including all taxes that have been withheld from your payroll checks during the entire calendar year. Finally, you must sign your name as it appears in the form and date it with the date you completed the form. The WH-4 state withholding form can be found on the same page as the federal form on our website. You will need to scroll down the screen to see it. Click on the link below the name on the form. Again, you may choose to type and tab format or print it out and complete it neatly in ink. Complete the top of the form in its entirety, listing your name as it appears on your Social Security card, your Social Security number and address in the boxes provided. The bottom of the form should be completed per the instructions on the page 2 of the document. On line 1, you can place 1 or 0. On line 2, you will either list 1 or 0 as it applies to you. On line 3, you can list all your other dependents. On the federal form, you may choose to claim less than what you will actually claim when you file your tax state return at the end of the year. Note that the more dependents you claim, the less amount of taxes will be deducted on your payroll check. In the box on line 5, you will total all the exemptions you have listed on the above lines. On line 6, you may claim additional exemptions per the instructions on page 2. On line 7, you may enter any additional amount you will wish to have withheld from each payroll check you receive. Unlike federal tax, which is based on a chart system, the state tax is a flat percentage. Therefore, you are earning a minimal amount, it will still be taxed. On line 8, you may list any additional county tax you wish to have withheld. County tax is also a flat percentage rate. To complete this, sign the form at the bottom of the page as you have entered your name on the form and date it with the date you have completed it. The next form is also on the Business and HR page. It is listed as Employment Eligibility Verification, I-9. Click on the link below the form. The directions for completing the form are on page 1 through 6. You will either use the type and tab portion of the form or print it out and complete it neatly in ink. On page 7 of 9, enter your current legal name as it appears on your Social Security card. In the next box, list any other last names you may have used in the past, such as a maiden name or a name that you used prior to having your name legally changed in a court of law. Enter your address, date of birth, your Social Security number, and email address. You can use the one that we will provide you with if you choose, and a current working phone number. In the next area, you will make one selection only based on your legal working status in the United States. Sign and date the form, and do not complete any of the remaining areas. When you submit the form to the HR staff member, you will need to bring original documents of the identification required as listed on page 9 of 9 of this document. You are required to provide one document from List A, or the other option is to provide 2 documents, one from List B and one from List C. They cannot be from the same list. For example, you can't submit your Social Security card and your birth certificate, as they're both on List C. We require direct deposit for wage payment. You will need to complete the automatic deposit form from our same website page. Click the link below the form. This form is also set up as a type and tab form and can be completed using this method, or printing it out and completing it neatly in ink. The first paragraph of the document, you must either select check or savings account. List the holder of the account under the financial institution, the city the branch is located in, as well as the state and zip code. The routing number is a 9-digit number found on the bottom of your banking documents. If it is just a checking account, be sure to use the number off of a check and not a deposit slip. List your name. If it is a joint account, list both names on the account and provide the Social Security numbers of the account holders. Any name on the account must sign and date this form. In the first set of signatures, you are giving us permission to access your account to deposit funds. The second set of signatures, you are giving us permission to access your account if there is an error and you are paid incorrectly. You do not need to provide us with a copy of your check or deposit slip. Under the Business and HR section, you will find another link that says HR and Payroll Information. In this area, you will find the directions for accessing your paperless pay under Delivery Directions. You will be given an employee number no later than the date you submit your forms to us. Someone from the business department will walk you through the process. The final document in this webinar series pertains to Family Medical Leave Act and is required of all employers to provide every new employee with a copy of this document. You will find this under the Business and HR information listed as Department of Labor Employee FMLA Information Poster. If you still have any questions regarding the information provided in this webinar, please contact the Human Resources Office in the bookkeeping area of the Earlywood Education Center. All the forms listed above must be submitted no later than your first day of employment with us. Thank you for your time, and again, welcome to the staff of Special Services, Johnson County and surrounding schools.